The opposition party, the New Democratic Party, continues to reiterate their disappointment in elected members of government who, besides Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, did not make any contribution towards the budget debate held on Tuesday, January 21st, 2013. The leader of the New Democratic Party on Wednesday, during a press briefing, said before 34 years of independence, the country has witnessed a phenomenon where government ministers do not deliver representation on behalf of their respective ministries during the budget debate. In reprimanding these ministers of government, Mr. Eustace said the ministers are elected by the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and their role is to run the affair of the country while informing the nation on how they intend to improve their lives, income, investment, and the private sector. On Thursday afternoon, young agriculturalists from 10 Caribbean countries concluded a 4-day planning workshop and study visit on youth initiatives, lessons, and best practices in policies regarding agricultural production, marketing of agricultural produce. The event is the final in a series of events which were organized by the Caribbean Farmers Network, CAFAN, to engage young agriculturalists in the Caribbean agricultural policy process. A major feature of this initiative was facilitating youth engagement with the CARICOM Common Agricultural Policy as it relates to youth in agriculture and rural modernization. According to Chief Coordinator of CAFAN, Mr. Jethro Green, a production and marketing plan for members of the CAFAN network will be drafted. This, he said, ties in with market offers from international buyers. Minister of Agriculture, the Honorable Saboto Caesar, addressed the participants at the official closing ceremony, which started at 7 p.m. at the Murray Heights Hotel. The planning workshop and study visit is sponsored by the Technical Center for Agricultural and Rural Cooperation based in the Netherlands. It is being facilitated by Dr. Cleve Scott, Project Management Specialist. The sum of $10,000 was contributed by the All Saints University College of Medicine to Director of NEMO, Howie Prince. Professor Terence Morcell of the university said the government and people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines welcomed them to St. Vincent, and they are thankful for the continued support. And now they're giving back in the most humble way through their community service, such as healthcare and health education clinics and programs in various schools. And now it's an honor for them to make contributions to the flood receiving efforts. A handing over ceremony of appliances was held on Wednesday, where Cabinet discussed the distribution of appliances. However, Gonsalves said it's approximately $2.4 million is needed to assist families. Gonsalves added that if more appliances such as fridges and stoves are being distributed, the figure would decrease. Meanwhile, leader of the opposition, the Honorable Arnhem Eustace, said those items were not expected to come in 2014, so they will not have been in government revenue. He noted that that was approved even before the storm, so those new imported items were not projected for 2014, and questions how the government will lose when they never had it if they didn't have the storm. Eustace further recommended in relation to fridges and stoves and other appliances that the government needs to be the importer of these items and make concessions so that they can bring down prices for these items drastically, both in value-added tax and import duty. And a list of identified persons who were affected and their families in the diaspora should be identified if they want to send items, that they should be sent with the same concession. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves said in his last budgetary address that government employees are eligible for NIS and a government pension, and workers who retire with the maximum allowed years of service will be entitled to a pension with a replacement rate of up to 127% of their salary. He added that there is no reasonable justification for workers to retire with combined pensions if their wages prior to retirement, especially as these benefits are partly on non-contributory plans financed by the taxpayers. Gonsalves further noted that one of the reform measures has been considered with the increased retirement rate for public servants. Meanwhile, leader of the opposition, the Honourable Arnhem Eustace, finds the public service to be very quiet about the matter and said had it been the NDP withholding salary, Prime Minister Gonsalves would have pushed that issue every day. He also made reference to years ago when he mentioned that they cannot pay more than 12%, and it became an issue which resulted in demonstration. We have more IKtv news for you coming up after this break.